happening, y'all? We back with Stop, Drop, and Listen. Your boy Darryl Blalock, and I'm with
Big Joe Rosati. We about to spit this fire today.
Fire?
Yeah.
You got some bars or something?
I might be. Something like that.
DJ, drop the beat.
They called me his op back in the day for a reason a little bit. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, man. Anyway, but yeah, them donuts is I'm not with that.
I'm telling you, I was impressed by them because like I had the sweet tooth one morning with my coffee and they didn't have regular. I'm like, well, fuck, I'll try it, and they're not bad. You can't really tell the difference.
Vegan donuts.
Yeah, you really couldn't.
Just make sure if you have it, right? If you have something like that and you don't finish it, don't leave it out because the ants will come for them. I told you about that?
No.
One time I was at home. I looked up and I saw out of the top vent in my room about 5,000 ants all the way down the wall, down to the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I spray it all, I get rid of it, everything. And then I'm like, all right, cool, they're gone. I saw like one more on the girl I was dating's purse. And I looked at it. I'm like, oh shit, there's another one. Wait, there's more in here. I opened it up. They were going for a vegan cookie in her purse that had been like in a plastic bag but open, and they all came for it.
Goddamn vegans.
Yeah.
Bro,
that is, isn't it?
That is one hell of a fucking story. I don't even know if I believe 5,000 ants.
Hold up.
No, I'm dead serious. They will swarm. They come in.
Over the vegan?
Well, listen.
What?
Oh, wait.
This during the summer?
Just I had peppermints on my counter, and I had thousands of them.
Peppermint.
In the summer, yeah.
Is peppermint vegan?
Hey, well, listen, you lucky because it could have been roaches. If it been roaches, now what she would have did?
That's different.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, insects. That 5,000 insects.
Oh, bro, 5,000 roaches. That should be absolutely repulsive. Can you? No, come on. There's not even a choice.
If you can smoke those roaches, that's a different story.
Oh,
what?
No pun. No pun. Aha! Anyway, what's going on? Let's get into it. What we talking about?
You been watching World Cup?
Can I be real?
Yeah.
Fuck no, it's too early in the morning. What the fuck? I watched the highlights.
Okay, but you've been following, right?
So I go beat your report. Oh, okay, Morocco lost? Oh, okay, Morocco lost today. I'm not going to watch that damn game.
No, they used to be on like 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. That's what I've been watching. I watched all of them.
Man, these days, I'm getting up at 11:35.
And must
So
hey,
I'm
good
not
for you, man. I know
catching
you a night out doing your thing, getting your work done, so that's all good.
Yeah.
But what I'm always impressed with World Cup, the fans. It is so intense to watch them. And it's so amazing to me. Like every year I watch it, and when they get these little clips when the camera and just see the passion, crying and it's just that's why I enjoy World Cup. I watch it every time it comes around every 4 years. I wish it was every 2 years, but it would be fun to go to a World Cup live, I think.
Now, I would like to go now because I guess I couldn't appreciate it throughout the years, but now that my nephew is like heavy into soccer, he's one of the best players in the nation, young Julian.
How old is he?
14.
Oh, so you're going to be on the next World Cup team.
Oh, my nephew tough, boy.
So you're going to be on the next World Cup team.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I was watching a clip of my nephew. He pulled what's the dude name? He used to play for Argentina? Madonna. I can't say the name, but it's where you kick the ball one direction, you spin, you come get it around the player. My nephew be out here.
Ronaldo?
Not Ronaldo. Maradona.
Maradona, yeah.
Maradona, yeah. That's Maradona,
my nephew out here, man, he out here saucing these little boys. Yeah, man. So, yeah, but anyway, because of him, I actually watch a lot of soccer now. So, like, I'll go to Atlanta FC games. I go to LAFC games now. And, I'm into it. Like,
it is really fun to watch, and it's a great sport. And watching all the penalty kicks, the corner kicks, these guys are such great athletes. It's unbelievable.
I wasn't following that much, but I did follow Morocco, and I really was rooting for Morocco because of what they stand for. They've been the African team, and even the coach saying what he was saying. I just really took a liking to them and the fact they were holding down for Africa. So
right.
I hate that they lost, but I gotta be real. I mean, France is France, and I love seeing Argentina play. Like, I hope Messi really gets that next one.
Yeah,
that World Cup, that final one.
I'll tell you what was interesting. Morocco, that was their first loss in 11 games. Last time they lost was in the U.S. during an exhibition like 3 years ago, I think it was.
Morocco been cooking. Yeah. Like, that whole program is on a whole nother level.
No, it is. I mean, especially through all this competition. But Argentina and France, I hope Argentina wins, but I think France is pretty damn strong.
Hey, man, what was the movie Evita Peron? Evita, I think it was based off of Evita. She was Argentinian, I think.
Right.
Yeah, they gonna be singing. They gonna be representing. They gonna be holding it down.
It's already on because Messi looks good. That team, the whole squad is playing a great defense. So yeah, it's fun to watch. Speaking of defense, I want to go ahead and tell I said Baker. I said something about Baker Mayfield last episode.
he gonna eat all that.
And you know what, man? I didn't really say anything about bad. The dude's a professional quarterback. I think I said maybe he shouldn't have, been drafted as high like other analysts have said. But, being a Raider fan is so hard. And I was working and these kids were sitting here. No, we're going to talk about this because I'm fucking hot about it. He does this shit all the time. And we've been talking about officiating. How do you hold Max fucking Crosby every fucking play and there's no flag? They held him in the end zone. It should have been a safety. And now I got people saying, well, you might be onto something. They look like they screw the Raiders over a lot. But the funniest thing was these two kids at the bar, they sit here, and they're sitting here. I'm going to give them this piece on this. I'm going to get it back.
Are you done?
No, I'm not even done. I'm not even close to done.
Is you finished or is you done?
No, I'm not either one of them.
Can we talk about it? Everyone knows that nobody wins or lose a game on one play.
It wasn't one fucking play. It was 10 times they held him. There's no flag. Again. Officiating. Officiating, y'all. Take y'all, know what you should do? What should I do?
You should get a whole, everybody, your whole fan base together. Get a whole list and go to the damn front office. And
why would I waste my time on that? It's called the National Fix-It League. It happens for a reason.
Well, you're wasting your time now because y'all are what y'all are. All right, they are what we thought they were.
No, you got it. That's why I was trying to explain the story at the bar where I was telling these two young kids. He goes, "You're a Raider fan?" I go, "Yeah, I've been a Raider fan 40 years. I comprehended the game for about 35." And they go, "Oh, it's been 10 years ago." He goes, "Well, they're going to go to playoffs." I go, "Let's see if they finish this game." You're talking about playoffs, right?
Jamora.
Yeah, you're talking about playoffs. I'm like, they could fuck this up. And they did. They also did fuck it up. I mean, it's not just about the officiating. We're having fun with it. But how do you go to a press coverage? It's all a debacle, bro.
Listen, man.
I'm having fun with it all.
Listen.
I had to get it out.
This is what happens when you get McDaniels as your head coach.
No, I don't give a shit.
He's not a head coach.
No, he's not.
He's
never
going
to be one. That's all he is. We've talked about this. I'm good with it, brother.
Elite OC. He's not a head coach.
He's not.
And so I don't know where y'all go from here.
Oh, it's never. It is what it is.
But you are your record, just like we're our record. Okay, I have not wore a New Orleans Saints hat the whole time I've been on here, have I?
No,
have you seen one?
No.
Because I know Moreau. I know Moreau. All right, we are back here. We sit down.
No, yeah, for sure.
In the back, we're gonna watch everybody else play.
Yeah.
All you others.
Yep.
Hey, I got something for you if you guys want this.
Hey, throw that shit back over there.
Hey man, we're taking all fans now. If you want to,
you know what? While you playing, y'all going to the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs.
Hey, but they beat Minnesota.
They did.
They beat them.
Hold on. Can we talk about Minnesota? Minnesota isn't nothing to brag about beating them because they always gonna give you a game. Kirk Cousins is gonna be Kirk Cousins. We talked about this. Yeah. He always gonna give you games. That's why I would never put no money on Kirk Cousins. Come on, man. You can't lose. How you lose to the Lions? No disrespect.
The Lions got a good offense, man. Golf has been balling lately.
And they got LSU, DJ Chark. Went to LSU. Y'all see it. Anyway.
No, I mean.
Hey, just let us have our moment. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm rooting for
y'all do y'all thing, man. Hey.
On Compadres, the other podcast I do, I made this my dark horse team of the year, and now they're starting to come around, and ill and peace teams are starting to fall off.
That's cool.
Yeah,
so I'm happy about it.
That was a gift from Lance too. So shout out to Lance. Yeah, the ill son.
Ill son.
I'll take it back. You guys can do your thing.
But
I'll be wearing it in the background.
Hey, I'll be real with you. I had a Scott Mitchell jersey back in.
Oh, I bet you did. Hey, Scott Mitchell was balling though.
He was balling.
Scott, I mean,
well, Herman Moore was
badass too.
Yeah.
Herman Moore
he had
was
like
badass.
110 catches one year. I remember.
We all know Barry was the man. So
come on, man. Yeah. We already know what that was. Greatness.
So who do you got going to the? I mean, we got 4 weeks left.
Going to where?
The Super Bowl. Who is it?
I feel like I don't see nobody. I would say the Chiefs, but they can't beat Cincinnati. And Joe Burrow, who also went to LSU. Can't be stopped. So I got Cincinnati coming out of AFC, and I think I want to say the Eagles. The Cowboys gonna Cowboy, so I'm not even worried about them. I think the Eagles gonna take it out of the East. Out of the West.
Interesting.
So
I have the Niners.
Purdy, we gotta see what Purdy gonna do.
Well, here's the.
Purdy, can he stay consistent?
Now, I still think it's a little bit too early. I wouldn't say. I mean, Cincinnati's. Maybe I'll put money on that, but I don't think it's going to be them. I think it might be Buffalo. Might get their shit together.
Buffalo?
Maybe.
He don't win them big games, man.
Well, we're gonna have to see. But I mean, it's safe to say the Chiefs and Philly, but the Niners just got that question mark with that quarterback right now.
I mean, for me,
that defense is lit.
For me, that's the X factor right now. That my X factor team is gonna be the Niners.
I wouldn't put that. I mean, they're right there though.
No, but they didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, with having Garofalo, which we already talked about, he had the same damn record as Joe Montana now.
Exactly.
I don't even want to talk about that. That's why I stopped being a Niner fan growing up, man. Because after DeBartolo sold that team, they're not the same anymore.
Everyone knows that. So I think it will be very, and then this next week, because now you got all these wild card teams. See, when the brackets are set, then I'll really have my picks.
My heart goes out to Kyler Murray for getting hurt. I mean, think about ACLs. Like, ACLs are tough, but it's not like 10 years ago.
Oh, no. It's not like 15, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it took fucking 18 months to get that shit going again.
You're not the same. But now you come back.
Scars were nasty and everything else.
Yeah, now your knee come back better than ever. You come back with a RoboCop knee.
So what else you got, man?
Nah, man.
Oh, you know what? Leach.
Oh, yeah.
What a tragedy, huh?
Man, I was at home minding my own business. All of a sudden, you see the alerts that, he's being rushed to the hospital.
Right.
You're thinking, okay, it might be a heart attack or something like that. But I didn't think that was going to take him out. And, I mean, Mike Leach, what he means to college football and what he has meant to college football these last 15 or 20 years, 25, I don't know, about at least over 20 years, 20, man. The Pirate, like he gives the most legendary press conferences, man. And, the way that he coaches, the chances that he take. I mean, it's never a dull moment. It's full of entertainment. His teams are always fun. They slung the ball all over the field, man. And, being an LSU fan and him coming to the SEC and being from Mississippi, him coming to Mississippi State was probably one of the best things for that program. And the way he's wrong, it's tragic, man.
So did you talk to anybody back home about that?
Because a lot of my classmates, where I'm from, either you go to Mississippi State, Ole Miss, or LSU,
right?
And they're devastated.
We just brought up Josh McDaniels. He's not a head coach. See, Leach is a head coach.
Leach is a head coach.
And I know we're talking about pro and college, but to me, when I watch him, that guy's just an inspiration, period. And the passion he had.
Absolutely.
And, you never heard anybody say anything bad about him, you know? I mean, he had some, I remember there was some news back in the day, at Texas Tech, when he had some shit going on with the player, but he's a football coach,
He's
man.
a football coach,
and
man.
like you said before, everybody's so sensitive, everything else in this world. He was just, my heart goes out to his family. I mean, college football lost a great one,
No, it sucks. And even Lane Kiffin, they played, back home after Thanksgiving. Well, they play on Thanksgiving Day because we cut the Egg Bowl. So what Mississippi State plays Ole Miss, and even so Kiffin and them played, and I think Mississippi State actually won that game. But so they had, so their last game was a big deal, and even Kiffin was just like, I just talked to this man, like and I just told him I see him next time, there's a camaraderie when it comes to SEC coaches, and just coaches in general.
It's a fraternity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fraternity in the NFL, the MLB. I mean, you just go on and on. Any professional, it's also in the college ranks. I mean, especially with how passionate, programs are. I mean, people are very, passionate about where they graduated from and everything else when they played at. I mean, when you look at when we brought up World Cup about how passionate those fans are for the country, that's how it is with college to me.
Absolutely. Oh, man, it's rabid.
Yep.
You got, the tailgates, like even in Mississippi State, you got the cowbells.
Yep.
You know, at home, I mean not at home, but LSU, we have the Tiger Tiger Bait song. You know,
Michigan State, we burn couches.
Well,
yeah, I do. Like them, you know, the Spartans. Like, that's one thing I love about college football is how galvanized the fan base.
I mean, you know, I mean, there's been, I mean, I'm sure back with all those, just like they're in life, like, you know, you'll mesh with someone right away. And if you meet a woman and she like Alabama, and you already know it's done. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, I'm talking about if you find that real, say you were attracted and you start talking, you start really find out, and she's Alabama alumni. Would you make it work? No.
Hold on. First of all, it depends how fine she is now. If she fine enough, I'll make anything work.
She gotta be over a 6 at least.
Baby, we don't even talk to 6s. No disrespect.
CB.
We give 6s love. Like everyone gets love. Let me say that. Everyone gets love.
Okay.
But to be a Bama fan, you gotta be at least an 8 with some good credit.
So you would try to make it work.
Hell yeah. I've talked to Bama fans before. I talked to my best friend is one of my best friends, he's an Alabama fan from Montgomery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like with my Braves, shoot, you know, come on, man. I've been there, done that.
Right.
So
I'm just asking, because I know for some people it's a big deal.
How fine she is now. If she fine enough, baby, we can make anything work. All right? So come one, come out. If you're a Bama fan, A&M fan, Florida fan, Mississippi State fan, Ole Miss fan, I don't care what you is, yeah. If you're fine enough, we can make it work.
This dude almost put me asleep with this shit right now.
Hey,
I'm sleeping earlier.
hey, it's critical need to know information, goddammit.
Should run an ad.
You getting that? You getting that information from D on the down low? That's what it is.
On. Well, I believe.
If you like LSU, I can be with you.
Boy, you go on places.
Little
Go on
CB,
places.
yeah.
He's smart.
Yeah. He's not even the sports guy. He's just chiming in.
I was a
down
band kid. Michigan State marching band.
A
That's
word?
That's the closest I got to football.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
I did
You were
not
in
know
Michigan State?
that.
You were in the band?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's dope. I didn't know that. So you went to all the games and you traveled.
Oh yeah. It was lit.
Goddamn.
It was so much fun.
That's a
hell of a story.
little bit of a shocker.
Really?
I didn't think you were in the band. I didn't, especially Michigan
I
State's
played
marching band.
sax for a good 10 years.
Damn, see, there you go. You started to learn about other people when we doing this show. I like it.
Saxophone, clarinet. I played in their concert band too, which is lit.
So you don't never try to pull out the sax when you trying to be, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I know where to put the flute from band camp. Trust me.
No pun. I love it.
Yeah, you ripping it now, bro. Hey, CB, I got some information on you now. I might have to get really talking some shit to you. That's good.
Yeah, let's hear it.
No, I know, motherfucker, you know how I work.
Listen. How much you charge for the hour? Because I might need you for a dinner.
Look at this.
He's an LSU fan.
Look at this romantic man over here. You going to bring over here?
Let me tell you something. I don't know why we getting on this conversation, but let me tell you something. The older I've gotten,
Right.
I've learned how important romance is.
Oh, yeah,
I've
for
learned
sure.
about myself that in the past I wasn't as romantic as I should have been or could have been. It's all lessons we learn when we learn, you know. But I got it now.
So you got a package.
Hey, man, that's what
I reel her in. You go for the win. That's how I work.
Hey,
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Growth.
team player. You heard me?
Growth. Listen
it's
to
all
the
about
growth.
It's all about growth, man.
That is awesome.
It's all about Hey,
That made my day, bro. That's good to hear. That's what I'm talking about.
No
Yeah.
skin off my back.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I have cooked a dinner because you know I'm a wonderful cook.
He is. A second one.
This is turning into like a fucking dating profile for someone right now.
Hey, I'm a catch. All right, I look good. I smell good. God damn it, I take care. I ain't got no kids, but I take care of myself.
Hey, stop, drop, and listen up. Daryl's got something to say.
I got something to say.
Daryl is the biggest free agent on the market. Ladies, that's what he's trying to tell you. There you go.
I just want to talk about. I just need to get somebody to sing for me. I mean, to play an instrument for me one day. You know.
Hey, I got my sax in Cali.
See.
You got a tux. You got to look sharp for him.
Oh, I got a tux.
Yeah, right. There you go.
That's
it's
extra
done.
though.
Valentine's Day coming up. He said extra.
See how you gave him a nugget, and see he's twisting up now. It's extra.
Trying to say, hey man, for about $150 a night, for about how many songs you gonna give us?
Oh shit, probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Oh, that's good.
Bump, 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 bump.
Give us a little Kenny G.
Kenny G. Do you even know who Kenny G is?
No.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I gotta look him up.
Oh shit.
I'm about to change my life.
I just dated myself. Hold up, I'm at that age where I just. Oh shit! Quick, give me somebody who do it now. Charles the new Kenny G.
Wow.
God damn. I'm gonna find somebody who's good at who's good. Yeah. Yep. Yep. But but yeah. So Charles is available if you need a saxophonist.
Player, we got.
I'm available in general too. If you want to put my ad out there as well.
Oh wow. Oh, Charles is available. All right. You know, he's an extraordinary guy. You know, hails from the great state of Michigan.
Detroit.
All right. He's from the D. What up, though? All right. Hey, he's a photographer. All right, editor. All right, saxophonist. You know what I'm saying? He's what else you is?
I'm just world class.
World class.
He's world class.
A1
and no one
sauce.
is. And you're gonna have to. Hey, you might as well go ahead and drop your pot on here because no one sees you on this one. They say,
yeah. Shout out to the Cool Kids Table at Cool Kids Table Podcast.
Make sure he gets
pull
fucking
up a
noticed.
seat. Check us out.
Holler at the man and see what he working with.
Since he just pitched himself on this podcast. Anyway, so
shout out compadres too, compadres.
Everybody.
Throw your podcast up.
Yeah.
Throw your podcast up. Throw your podcast up, goddammit. But
so back on track now. Where do you want to go now? Because this has been one roller coaster of an episode, which has been hilarious. But,
did you watch the Laker and Boston game?
Yes, sir.
Hey man.
Basketball's starting to get hot a little bit, and I'm glad Zion's balling.
Ooh, don't get me started on them pills.
No, I'm happy to see him do well. I in any sport I watch, anytime the media roasts a player for whatever reason, and then they come back and put it in your face, I love it.
I appreciate.
I really do appreciate. I'm glad he's balling right now.
One thing I like about Zion has a little old school left in him. You know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily of this new school. You know, if you notice, he goes to his own beat of his own drum. He's not like LeBron and them out here just
yeah.
You know, ain't all that. It's like this is my team. Like they put us out. Yep. Like I felt
they're building. They're building.
That.
They're looking good, man. I mean, I watched that, and I also that Lakers Celtics game last night. It's like that is probably one of the biggest rivalries in sports over the years. Mm-hmm. And when you lose like that,
but this thing, man, like let me tell you, I respect LeBron so much. I respect everything that he's done and he's built. It's just I don't want him to go out like how, you know, the late great Kobe went out. Like I don't want him to go out like I want him to have a fighter's chance. You know, I want him to see him in the playoffs. I still want to see him contend for championships. 'Cause I think the NBA is better when LeBron is contending for championships.
No, I agree with you.
And the Lakers 100%. Is better when, although I'm not a Laker fan, I think they're better.
Can you look up the record real quick?
Yeah,
because I think it's they're about 500, aren't they?
Or they're close. They're close.
Very close.
Yeah, they're close.
Because I had a friend make a prediction they were going to go 8-12 at the 20 mark, and they did. Okay. You know, and that's just how I see them right now.
I mean, listen, Westbrook, he's playing his role. I think that in order for AD has to give you at least 30 plus for him to win.
That's what they pay him for. That's what he's supposed to do.
He got to give you that. And LeBron, you know, he's in his 20th year. You want him to carry you out in his 20th year? Yeah. Like even Kareem wasn't carrying him in his 20th year.
You know, exactly.
I mean, LeBron's still giving you 25, 7, and 7. In 4 years, he can give you Scottie Pippen numbers. 11, 16.
Yeah, well, they're close to 500, but not there yet. But I mean, even the Warriors last night. Did you watch that game?
Yeah. Let me tell you, I think the Warriors still got championship.
Go up a little bit. Go up to go to the Eastern. Yeah, look at those teams right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's about right. It's about what I expected. I expected the Heat to be probably a bit better.
Better, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I expected them to be better. I expected. Well, Pacers, I thought they'd probably be better. I think they're still gelling, though. I think they're still gelling.
And I mean, the Sixers are doing well. I mean, the Nets to be where they're at right now with all the drama they had going on already, I think that's a pretty good record.
The Nets, yeah. I still expect them to make a push. The Cavs is my dark horse. Because let me tell you something. Them young boys, they are balling.
Yeah.
And they not playing. They not scaring nobody. They're taking it to their neck. Kevin Love is playing elite. They got awesome leadership. And they got, what's his name from Utah?
I know who you're talking about. It's just on the brain.
Yeah, I can't think of it. But he's balling though. He's playing well with them too, and I think he's one of the missing links for them to actually compete. As you can see, they're number 3 now. So I mean, I think they're gonna make a move, but yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, after football finna end in the next 2 months. So after that,
it's all basketball. For me, it's all basketball and horse racing, which no one else watches here, whatever.
You still got to put me on game when it comes to horse racing, man.
I know, but that's a whole different. I mean, we'll do it one day. I'll do a whole breakdown for it.
Okay.
I'll take you to the track this year.
Hey, I'm with it.
I'll take you out there. Okay. You say you don't bet anymore, but you might now.
If you teach me how to do it the right way, if I can make some money, I'm all in there.
There's no right or wrong way. We'll figure it out. We'll have fun.
You follow boxing?
Yeah, but I don't like it as much as
it ain't the same. I know.
I mean, it really just took a twist, man.
Yeah.
And I try to watch it, but it's all MMA now, man.
Yeah, I mean, I still love boxing. I used to box, so I boxed for years.
Right.
So I love it. I watched a couple of fights. I watched Teofimo. I think Teofimo. He fought this weekend, and he won. I watched his fight. I'm excited for the Ryan Garcia Tank fight. Yeah. I think it's gonna be up.
Hopefully, I'll have the night off so I can watch it because I really did. I used to love to watch boxing. I mean, there's so many. I mean, if you go over the boxing history, there's so many great ones, man.
Yeah,
we could just sit here and talk all day about them.
Maybe one day we should do that.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I love boxing, man. I didn't realize I loved it as much as I do. But
I mean, just look at the history of it. Marciano, Ali, Frazier. I mean, Holyfield, Tyson, Mayweather. Which I used to argue with a lot of people about him because they didn't think he should have been what he is. But there's a difference between a fighter and a boxer.
Yeah,
Mayweather was a boxer.
He's a boxer.
And he's one of the best defensive boxers of all time.
But what do you want from him?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the whole goal is to not be hit and to hit.
Yep.
If he's the greatest at not getting hit, he's damn near like Muhammad.
Yeah.
I might argue that he might be even better because Muhammad used to rope dope folks, so he took a lot of unnecessary hits that he didn't have to. He don't get hit.
Right. He doesn't.
So.
And I mean, I have a good friend back home. He watches a lot of boxing live. Mm-hmm. He goes to a lot of matches.
Yeah, so I used to train with a lot of.
You used to spar a lot.
I spar sometimes, but I used to spar, man, with them 5'5", 125-pound Mexicans. Woo! When I tell you, they used to tear me up. Man, them hands come so fast. And the thing about it is, a lot of my homies, they take it easy on me, know?
Right.
And all they do is say once I do like this, everything is just all about response. Like their body is so in tune with their eyes, they just react. So I can throw out a fainter punch. They already, moving.
And tough as nails too. I mean, look at Roberto Duran,
legend.
I mean, Camacho.
Yeah.
Even De La Hoya didn't get the credit he did. I mean, they always called him pretty, but I do box too. I mean, all of them, they were just great fighters, man. Mm-hmm. And hopefully I want to see it, evolve again. I don't know if it will because MMA has just taken over so much. And I don't mind MMA. I just don't get all crazy about it. I like Nick Diaz is cool as shit. I mean, I think he's a great fighter. He's
polarizing.
He's just cool. I like to hang out with that dude. He's just chill. Dope. You know what I mean? I like him a lot, dude. He's, and he's retired now.
I think the differences are, I think that MMA has, or UFC, I think they have more stars.
Yeah. It's just more of a bigger business, and people want to see in the cage. And
I'm not gonna say this. I think boxing is still way bigger business than UFC fights because you gotta remember, boxing is like baseball. There's a lot of old money involved, right? And there's a lot of old people, like a lot of older generations and crowds who like to watch them. I think that, but the thing about boxing, like one of the biggest arguments now is that the best fighters don't fight each other, and they don't fight enough. So we might have to wait a year and a half for a. Remember how long we had to wait to see Mayweather and Pacquiao?
Oh yeah, but
So-
I mean, it was a long time from. I mean, that whole McGregor Mayweather thing, that fight was so just.
I mean,
But,
even then,
but look at the draw they made. Look how much money they made. It's just crazy how much that whole business on both sides.
that's what it comes down
because
to.
that's the whole thing with Mayweather. You'll never see purses as big as. No.
He said that Mayweather said once he went independent, right, and started his own promotions, right, and because he was on the, I think, Oscars before that, he said he made $700 million off of 3 fights. That's unheard of.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
You know.
fucking $700 million.
And shout out to Oscar. I used to train with a lot of his fighters too. Not the main ones, but like the ones who.
No, yeah. No, I mean, De La Hoya was, hey man, he was one of the best for a long time. He fought hard. He was a good boxer. A lot of people talk shit about him. I don't know why, but I always thought he was. Great entertainer, great businessman. He fought well, and he was a boxer.
Yeah, he was a boxer.
You know what I mean? See, that's where everybody gets twisted up about it.
Who's your favorite lightweight of all time?
Probably Marciano.
Marciano? Okay.
Gotta go, but you gotta remember the times they played.
Yeah, back then.
I mean, when they had smaller gloves. They
had 10-ounce gloves.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I like Marciano. I mean, Mayweather was basically a
Light
featherweight. Yeah, I mean, I liked Mayweather. I also liked the pretty boy back in the day, African American dude.
Pretty.
Leonard.
Sugar Ray?
Yeah, Sugar Ray.
Okay.
I like Sugar Ray too. I like Sugar Ray.
That's cool.
I mean, I like Larry Holmes. I mean, I could go on. I mean, I liked a lot of these guys. I like Foreman. I get
introduced to them when I was young, but they were older.
These guys were just.
I didn't know George Foreman was George Foreman. Like I saw.
You knew George Foreman was because of the fucking grill, right?
Grill.
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite lightweight, and it's lightweight feather bantam. It's kind of like all merged together. But Pernell Whitaker was one of my favorite. He was a lefty. My father was lefty. But I love because he was smooth. Yeah. I love the way he moved, So I was a big Pernell Whitaker fan. I also like Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, he was another one.
Like Roy, man, for me, Roy was that dude, man. And I love the way he represented Pensacola. Like he always repped the city, urban, and I always watched his fights. And then I like Sugar Ray a lot too. But Tommy Hearns.
Tommy Hearns.
Yeah, Tommy Hearns. I love Tommy Hearns, man.
Well, Tyson, there's been so many great documentaries on him and like everything he's done in his life now and how he's evolved.
Who that?
Tyson.
Oh,
Tyson,
man, yeah.
Dude, Tyson.
Man,
Tyson to me is one amazing human being. And I was, very young. I wasn't too young, but I could compare anything. When he went on his run, and you got to remember back in the times, there was no Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anything. We just found out, and I can't remember where we were at. We were out and about on Saturday. I was still pretty young, and we saw on the TV that everybody couldn't believe that fucking Tyson lost.
Yeah.
And when that first loss.
Yeah. Against
Buster Douglas,
hey, man, Buster wasn't no slouch, man.
No, he wasn't. But
that's what happened when your head ain't in the game, distractions, life happens.
Yeah.
And think about it, man. Everyone has a point in their life where the bow breaks.
Yeah,
and I say
you're
that
exactly right.
It's like with an athlete, just think about athlete. Well, he can't stay hurt. Like say Anthony Davis. No disrespect to Anthony Davis, he's a elite athlete, or Derrick Rose. Everyone has a point to where their body just.
I mean, Derrick Rose. I mean, how many times he broken his ankle? Like twice, right? He had those major injuries like back-to-back years, right?
Well, it was an ACL, then it was the MCL, and then ACL the other knee,
and go through all that.
Yeah.
And to keep pushing through all that with injuries and to still go out there and still be 100%. Those guys are on a different level, man.
Yeah, but
we're gonna talk about inspiration. Those are the people should be looking at because they keep on driving and driving.
Absolutely. And but the marvel that about Mike Tyson is that he's what happens when you don't give up. He's what happens when you continue to evolve and to continue to grow.
Exactly.
And continue to become and not putting any limitations
on anything.
On
you
yourself,
just keep on rolling. Yeah.
And like who would have thought that Mike Tyson would be this peaceful dude who he's in the cannabis industry now. Yeah. He's big on psychedelics.
And he's funny. He's funny as shit.
And he has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know, he's so humble these days. And not to say he wasn't a lot of those things then, but for me, I appreciate when people.
Yeah. I'm really happy about it, dude. I like watching his documentaries. I like anything I see on him. I've always been a big Tyson fan, and you know what? He, like you just said, and I talk about this a lot. He just kept growing and growing and growing. Now look at now he's doing well, and I'm very happy for the man.
I mean,
Mike, shout out to you, brother. You're an inspiration, a great human being, dude, and one hell of a fighter he was.
Absolutely. I lived in Vegas as a kid when that would go down. I remember my father used to go and go to the fights, and he would go put money on the game. I mean, on the match, and we come home being like, "Who won that? He win." Yeah, you know, Mike Tyson won. You know, I'm 4 or 5 years old. I don't know, but I remember that time, man. It was crazy, but yeah. So yeah.
So I just want to give everybody a shout out. I hope you're having a beautiful 2023, and we look forward to every Monday dropping this down for y'all and grow with us and have fun. And we just talk a lot of shit and about sports and whatever else comes up. And we're looking forward to this new year.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get out of here, though, what's one of your New Year's resolutions that you're going to have?
It's always on the spot about that. There's a lot of things. I just think this year, you know, it's time for me to just be in entertainment. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Either it's podcasts, it's commercials, acting, whatever. Maybe that, and like maybe a professional handicapping, you know, sports, handicap horse racing better. That's about it.
All right.
That's where I'm at. I mean, that's kind of every year, and just see where the growth is going and keep on moving forward, man. So,
absolutely. I love it. I love it. Yeah. For me, I just, I'm continue to grow and expand. I'm excited to get, to be in the writer's room and just really lock in.
Keep on moving on.
You know, but I think for me personally is to show up, and not that I don't show up. I just intend on being in being my full self and not hiding. Like, I'm not hiding no more. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna let the world see me and everything that I had to offer. You know,
man, that's some real shit right there. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Very nice, yeah.
So
very nice.
I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to be my full self in all my capacities, whether it's acting, whether it's writing, whether it's producing,
or just being a man, right?
Being a man, because I thrive in being a motherfucking man. But and leading by example. You know, that's something that's I stand by, live by. You heard me? Yeah. So I just, I'm gonna show up in a major way.
There you go.
You heard me?
Okay, you 40.
Yeah.
In a major way. Love it.
Hey.
All right, y'all. We out. It's Joe Rosati and
your boy Darryl Blalock. And you can find me on Twitter at CountryBoy24. And you can find me at Darryl Blalock Jr. on Instagram. And you can find me at Darryl Blalock on Facebook.
Sounds like Apollo Creed and Rocky IV when he's going to fight Drago with all his nicknames. Joe Rosati at Facebook, Rosati on IG, and we'll see you next week, y'all.